Season 11 Part 2 of The Walking Dead. If you want to see recap Season 11 Part 1, click here. Season 11 Part 1 leaves us with a cliffhanger as the Reapers use their new and awesome weapon, the hwacha, and destroy the herd. But Maggie's group escapes and enters into a dangerous cat-and-mouse game with the Reapers. The group captures Carver, whom Daryl offers to trade for Leah, and the others living peacefully. After Gabriel kills the sniper, Leah takes the deal. A vengeful Maggie kills all of the remaining Reapers in cold blood, aside from Leah, who Daryl allows to escape. Afterwards, Maggie returns for Aiden, only to discover that he has died and become a walker. The surviving members of Maggie's team return to Alexandria, which managed to survive the events of the storm. There, Daryl is finally reunited with Connie. Meanwhile, Eugene arrives with Lance Hornsby and the Commonwealth. 6 months later, Maggie is leading a community in the ruins of the Hilltop and has to stand up with the Commonwealth soldiers led by Daryl. 30 days after the Alexandrians enter the Commonwealth, the community celebrates Halloween. Daryl and Rosita train to join the Commonwealth military, and much of the group is still struggling to become a part of the large well of society. We finally meet the governor, Pamela Milton, in a masquerade ball, where a disgraced former soldier takes Max hostage out of desperation to speak to Pamela, but then flees. Daryl gets him to surrender but allows Sebastian to take credit for his capture. Several group members also notice the vast class divide in the Commonwealth. Eugene has entered a relationship with Stephanie and tells her he loves her. Shortly after she says she loves him too, she mysteriously then disappears. Eugene becomes obsessed with finding Stephanie and then soon finds her again, colluding with Lance for an unknown task and gets Lance to confess Stephanie was a plant named Shira, who was used to get Eugene to confess the location of Alexandria due to the many inconsistencies during the group's audition. Lance tells Eugene the group is better off now despite his heart being broken by Shira. Eugene is later approached by Max, who reveals herself to be the woman he was in contact with over the radio. Even though she wanted to meet Eugene, once her brother Mercer got wind of it, he covered it up with Lance also was alerted to her breaching communication protocol and forced herself to remain quiet upon seeing Eugene with Shira. Eugene after some time reconciled with Max and the pair express lingering interest in each other. At the same time, we see how Maggie is suspicious of the Commonwealth and refuses to accept aid from them, to the frustration of several Hilltop residents who decide to go join the Commonwealth. Lance is also frustrated by Maggie's decision, but insists to Aaron he will persevere, seeking to build up his power to get out from under Pamela. Ezekiel is admitted for surgery to remove his tumor, having been moved up the line for treatment by Lance as a favor to Carol. Aaron and Gabriel are recruited by Aaron's boss, Toby Carson, to take point on an outreach mission with a community in an apartment complex to offer them membership with the Commonwealth. Though Aaron and Gabriel talk to their boss, Ian, into letting them live with their lives, Carson attacks and kills him and many of his people. Carson has actually been assigned by Lance to wipe out the complex, believing them responsible for an attack on a Commonwealth caravan. Here, Gabriel is reunited with Negan, who has joined the complex community, and the latter covertly sends a message to Hilltop with the fleeing Jesse. Maggie, Lydia, and Elijah go to the complex to fight the Commonwealth troops after reuniting with Aaron. At the complex, the group joins forces with Negan, Annie, and the complex survivors. They learn that Negan has married Annie and is expecting a child with her. Herschel, who has stowed away on Maggie's truck, is rescued by Negan and forces him to confess to Glenn's murder and nearly kills him before being tucked down. The group corners and kills Carson, and it is revealed that Leah was the one who raided the Commonwealth caravan and weapons. Lance comes across Leah, who he recruits for a job. Mercer and Princess develop a great bond, as Mercer struggles with the decision to kill his own men, helping Rosita and Daryl achieve some dangerous tasks imposed by Sebastian, the governor's son. Connie and Kelly knows something is wrong with the Commonwealth, and they started to investigate what's going on. Eugene convinces Max to continue to help him on the inside, and they kiss for the first time. Inspired by Carol and his new lease on life, Ezekiel opens a secret clinic for those still far down the list, recruiting Tommy to help him with surgery. Lance, after realizing it is hopeless to negotiate with Maggie, he begins to plan an attack on the Hilltop. Then Maggie leaves Herschel in the care of Negan and Annie, telling Negan that she is starting to trust him, as Leah lures Maggie away from the colony and kidnaps her. Elsewhere, Daryl, Aaron, and Gabriel are betrayed by the Commonwealth soldiers, who are ordered by Lance to eliminate them. As we see how the trio narrowly escape death, Aaron is wounded in the process. Leah takes Maggie to her old cabin and threatens her, but Maggie manages to free herself and starts fighting Leah. Leah gets Maggie pinned to the ground, and as she goes in for the kill, Daryl shoots Leah in the head. Lance arrives as Daryl shoots Leah, and Lance gets shot in the face by Daryl as well. Daryl and Maggie jump out the window and make it safely back to their hideout. Then Lance vows to take everything from Maggie and Daryl. Pamela comes into the office and throws down a stack of pamphlets on Max's desk. The headline reads, "Pamela is lying to you. We can thank Connie and Kelly for this." Daryl, Maggie, Aaron, and Gabriel rendezvous with Negan and prepare for war against the Commonwealth, while Lance and his troopers take control of Alexandria, Hilltop, and Oceanside. Lance flips a coin to decide the fate of Oceanside's residents, with this concluding Season 11 Part 2. Thanks for watching this recap, hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Thanks for watching TV Glimpse.